Hey you guys, thanks for tuning in today. I'm sure as you can tell by the title, I will be doing an eyebrow tutorial. And I'm sure you're wondering why I'm in this different room. My daughter is sleeping in the room next to where I do my blog stuff. So I'm in the band room today, as you could tell by the guitars. So, yeah, so it's a little bit different, switching it up, keeping you on your toes. Yeah, so I am doing a tutorial today. A couple of my gal friends asked me for this. So I will, of course, be using my very favorite, Anastasia, the pomade. I use medium brown and the Anastasia brush as well. And it's two-sided, so you've got your little spoolie over here, and then the part that you dip on this end. And as you'll notice, I have one eyebrow on. This is what it will look like. And one eyebrow not. You'll have to excuse my makeup too. It's kind of a little bit worn. It is the end of the night and I've been wearing my makeup all day, so I just kind of touched it up in a few places, and what do you know? Here I am. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The pomade, if you haven't used it before, it's really cool. You'll see mine's all used up because I use this like all the time. It's really cool. It's kind of like a gel, but it's a little bit, I would say it's a little bit thicker, but it is a different type of gel, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here and show you how I do it. Sorry if my mirrors kind of shows a little bit in the video. Okay, so you don't want to pick up too much on your brush. If you get too much, it just doesn't look very good. So start out and kind of build on it. Once you get comfortable enough, you'll know how to do it. You know, just everything takes practice. The first time I applied my pomade, it did not look good at all. It looked terrible. Actually, I was thinking, I hate this stuff. Why does everybody recommend this? Why? It's terrible. But I decided to just keep trying it, just give it another try, and now I love it. So don't give up. If you get it, don't give up. And this lasts actually a really long time. These are, I think, $18 each. So, and it lasts a long time. And this spoolie is so nice. It's so much better than those flat comb looking ones. You can really, really pull the eyebrows. So I start at the base of my eyebrows. Well, I give it a little brush first. Shape it kind of the way I want. And I don't really need to thicken my eyebrows, so I just follow the line of my eyebrows and I just darken it a little bit. If you have sparse eyebrows, and if you want to thicken them up, you just outline where you want the eyebrow to be. Not too much, because of course it will end up looking a little funky. So I just start right at the bottom and I extend it to the very edge of my eyebrow. So if you can see that there. And follow the whole eyebrow. I really get it tight in there to the very, very edge of my eyebrow. Right where that hair, right where the eyebrow hair ends. And right to the very end there. So you can see. And if you make small mistakes, you can go in with a Q-tip later and fix them. Got a little chunk right there. Yeah, so that's where I start. And you do want to let it dry a little bit before blending it. So I go ahead and I go into the top. And you don't bring this one. So the top of the brow, you're not going to bring all the way to the center like you did. You're going to start just a little ways in. So you'll see. And same thing, just at the very edge of that eyebrow line, unless you are trying to make your eyebrows look fuller. And just join those lines together. Okay. And this is when I go in and I like to have a sharp edge kind of to my eyebrows, as you'll see on this side. So I kind of accentuate it. I just go in and I accentuate this line and make it a little bit straighter. Just follow that line down. So looks a little funny at first, almost like a comic character. And while that is drying, what I do is I just go in and kind of just put a little bit of color all throughout my eyebrow. And just in the thicker parts. I wait on the center. I'll show you how to do the center after I finish filling in the sparse areas. I just fill it in. Just a tiny bit of pomade on my brush. Tiny bit. Okay. And so in the center here, you're going to want to make it look like natural hairs. So you're going to want to take your brush and face it up and down, not side to side. Make sure that it is up and down and kind of like recreate drawing little hairs upwards. And it's very, very light on the pomade there because you don't want, you want to have that, like that faded look. If you've seen it, if you've seen a lot of the makeup artists, you've seen then how it kind of fades. So it's really, it gets light here and it gets a little bit darker. Just looks really beautiful. And after you've done that, you can take your spoolie and blend that bottom line, blend it up. You can push a little bit harder on the spoolie. I like to really blend the line right here, especially in that very center part. And then just go ahead and blend it out to the edge. Very careful. And then blend that top line down into the eyebrow. Across, and then shape your eyebrow up. However it is you like to shape it. And that is it. That is it. It really is easy once you get the hang of it. Like I said, don't give up. It does take time, but you will get used to it. And if you need any more tips or have any questions, I know there's a million videos out there on the same product, and everybody might do it a little bit different. You might find that a different technique works better for you. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in today. It was a short video, but I hope that you like and subscribe. I'm sorry, I'm sidetracked trying to put this lid on. I keep these lids on it because it keeps them, like this side, it keeps it nice and safe so it doesn't get all frayed. It even is still getting a little frayed, but sorry, I'm distracting myself. So don't forget to hit that like button, and yes, I know I say button funny. My in-laws make fun of me all the time for that. Yeah, and not just my in-laws, actually. My family does too. It's weird. But anyways, thanks again for tuning in.